telling was the British writes a subdued reaction to Elon Musk's intervention in London's protests?
Thank you for your question. First of all, this protest we had in London, it was a reflection to the failure of weak governments, and also it's about a nation who looks in the past and see great success, but now for many years has seen very little success, and sees other countries improving. So this was a reaction to the failure, rather than wanting to hate something or fail something. And if I just may explain where does that come, what is the origin of it? The origin of it is, if you look 100 years ago, the French and the British were in charge of the world. They had successful colonies. The reason why these colonies were successful, these empires they had, because they were run as a private company. So these private companies were in association with the military, with the stock market, and the government was only the foreign officers of these government were the political branch of the empire. They were not actually running the empire. The empire was run as a private company, and it was very successful. But when it came to domestic politics, even 100 or 200 years ago, it was chaos, total chaos. So there was two Britain. One was the local Britain in UK, which was chaos, and there was the empire, was very successful. And US was a colony. So when US got their independence, they continued the same culture to be run as a company. And for 250 years, they have become very successful because the government is very small. The government is just the political branch of the nation. The nation is run as a private company, has been successful.
You're referring to the United States, sir, right?
Yes, United States. And thank you. Please ask me any questions, because this is a very complicated subject, and I feel if you ask me a question, I could even explain more.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kindness.
Pleasure. So what I'm trying to say is, it's very ironic that now one of the colonies, such as United States, it's become so successful that the mother country has to look to the success of a colony and learn from them. While the colony, the United States, saying, look, we have become successful because of your old values, but you have given up on your old values and you are declining all the time. And the people of this great country, United Kingdom, Britain, seeing that, and they are asking for government to become more like a colony, an ex-colony, United States. And that's where the friction is.
Sir, is this a rhetorical caution, or does it reveal a deeper realignment towards US conservative politics?
I wouldn't call it US conservative politics. I would call it British old politics, the British old values.
Why, sir?
I beg your pardon?
Why?
Oh, very good. Because if you go back 200 years ago, for example, it was all about rugged individualism. It was about people being responsible for themselves, and there was very little state benefits. There was lots of charities by individuals, but those were people who had become successful and started the housing charities or schools or so. So it was all done by individuals. So it was the government worked for it and helped individuals to become successful. And the successful people, they found it their moral duty to carry out the social welfare on their own. So the government was not in charge of that. All government was in charge 200 years ago was the security of the country and order. So it was order and security.
Yes, go on, sir.
Yeah, and so, but 200 years later, welfare has become the biggest part of the government, welfare state, giving benefit to individuals for just being individuals. Is not, there is no accountability or merit, just every individual is entitled to free health, free housing, free education, which is good, but there is not an abundance of wealth and resources for everybody to have high quality health, housing, or education.
Sir, why do figures such as Farage or senior Tories respond so differently when interference comes from Washington rather than Brussels or the United Nations?
Realistically, there is no Republican Party in Europe. All the Europeans are, in terms of, if you want to compare it with American politics, they're all Democrats. So even the furthest right on European politics is right of Democratic Party. Republicans in America believe in small government. Nobody in Europe believes in small government. They believe in being pro-life. That's a very important aspect of it. Also, religion is very important to Americans. The freedom of religion part of it is very important to them. Secularism is very important to the United States. Here we see churches still interfere. Churches are important part of the institution. And there are these differences. And also then I go back again to welfare system. In Europe, welfare system is now part of its culture.